Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to April's on a Budget. I'm April, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So as you can see by the title, we've had a few things kind of pop up this week, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So we got our tax bill. Oh, Tyson, what did you say it was again? How much?
$12.67.
So our tax bill is, I don't want to use this pen, hold on. Okay, so our tax bill is $1,267, which you can do payments on, and we could just, you know, not really worry about it and just try to make payments when we can. But the problem is currently we're trying to do that with our credit, with Disney. So, and we're trying to make up the difference in hydro to allot for the added bill that we get in the wintertime to prevent us from getting that massive bill next winter by carrying a credit. So that's already depleted our raises that we just got, all of that. So anyway, so there's not really a whole lot of space in the budget for us to make this payment, for us to even allot. I mean, we would need to do 1267 divided by 52. So we would need to make payments. No, that's not right. It's 26 pay periods. 1267 divided by 26. So we would need to be able to come up with basically $50 bi-weekly from our budget to pay for this. Now, currently, our budget every single bi-weekly, we have $34 on the nose left over out of our payday. So that's with what we put into our joint account, and then all of the bills coming out. Both of those never change. The amount stays the same, which leaves us with a $34 buffer every single payday. So $68 a month, which is not enough to cover that. And I just don't know where that other money is going to come from. Now, we could say, you know, when Tyson does his sales and all of that, that would help to pay for that. But the problem is already Tyson's extra sales money that he has, he either puts it all toward debt or puts it all toward, well, me, for cash stuffing, where inevitably for more debt and Disney. So we just don't want to we don't want to spread that money too thin. So what we've decided, oh, and then there's more. There's even more. So remember when I was telling you guys about the MBNA card? So that's a 0% interest card that I applied for and I was approved. So the card that I applied for was $5,000, but I got approved for $8,000. Now, because I've never done this before, I wasn't really sure if they would just automatically take the $5,000 or if the card would come and then I would again have to ask for the amount that I wanted to do for the balance transfer. I wasn't sure how that was all going to work. And then one day I just went onto my credit card to find out how much my bill was going to be and found out that my credit card was zero. Well, it wasn't zero. It was $140 something on that card. So I was like, oh my God, the balance transfer went through. But the problem is the balance transfer went through, but I still didn't have the card. So we waited for another, I don't know, week to 10 days, something like that, before I contacted MBNA and said, hey, I don't have this card. Like, I can't see the bill. I can't see what my payment is going to be. I can't see anything because I can't access the website without a card number. So as it turns out, they had put down our address has a PO box number and a group number. So they put the group number, but not the PO box number. So it basically got lost in the mail. So they canceled that card, sent me a new card. So I get the card the other day. So I log on to the website yesterday. So I log on to the website and so my total now on that credit card is $5,150. So the reason for that is there was a $5,000 balance transfer and then a $150 fee because it's 3% of your total balance transfer. So it came out to $5,150. Now the wording on there is a little bit confusing for me because it said that the last bill date was April 14th. I didn't even have the card on April 14th. So I'm a little concerned because I didn't have the card then. So I didn't pay it because I didn't know how to pay it because I didn't have a card number. But then it says my upcoming bill date is May 7th. So I'm a little worried. So the bill is $160. So now I don't know if that means that I'm $160 already now in arrears on this. I've pretty much talked myself out of that. I think that I just panicked and overreacted, but I'm thinking that I needed to come up with $320. So last bill, and then plus the bill coming up on May 7th, which I have not accounted for that bill. So I don't have money from my paycheck to pay that. There's no way. I mean, I could, but I couldn't do a cash stuffing next week if I did. So anyway, so what I did was I transferred $160. Well, I didn't transfer. I paid from our joint account $160 to go toward that first payment, the one that I was worried that I was in arrears. And then I still need to come up with this other $160, and I need to replace that $160 back into our account because that's bill money. So we do have a buffer in our joint account, but we have a buffer there for a reason. This is going to deplete that and maybe leave it where there's not enough to cover even just one bill. It won't matter. It's NSF. So I don't want to take that chance. So I need to put that $160 back. So I need to come up with $320. That's my freak out. So anyway, so $1,267 plus $320. So I'm leaning on there. I hope my head wasn't in the camera the whole time. So we need to come up with $1,587 by May 7th. Now, here's the thing. I think that I'm wrong. Once Tyson and I discussed it today, I think that I'm wrong because it seems to me like I can remember the balance transfer went through on the 14th. So I don't think that that's the last billing date as much as it is just the day the card was basically started. So I think the $160 that I paid yesterday is actually all I had to pay. But just in case, because I'm a bit of a nut about that sort of thing, I'm just worried that I don't want to have to pay interest on this because I'm late making a stupid payment if we don't have to. So I'm just going to pay it, and then I know, and worst case scenario, it's just more money on the card. So it's not hurting anything. So anyway, this is the number we need to come up with. So Tyson and I discussed it today and kind of decided where the money was going to come from through various binders. So I'm just going to go ahead and start unstuffing money from the binders. And then once we reach 1587, anything that I've unstuffed over that, we're just going to put towards Disney. Now, just nobody has a heart attack beforehand. I am going to be unstuffing Disney money. The way that I look at it is the Disney money that I'm unstuffing is either not earmarked for anything yet toward Disney. So I would rather just put it on the Disney payment. Once Disney is paid for, we will have a lot more spare money that we can put toward Disney spending money. But in the meantime, I'd just rather know that that money is paid. So anyway, let me just get started. So where am I going to start? Sinking funds. So I don't know if anything is coming out of here. I didn't really look at sinking funds. Self-care, no. Cats, definitely not. Water, no. Septic, no. These, I can't take out of any of these because we need to cover the bills. Eggs, no. Household. So I could take out of household, ooh, $5 whole. Well, that gets me close. Family fun. I'm not going to touch family fun, and I will tell you why. I'll explain it in a few minutes. Clothing, I would like to take this out, but I'm not going to because Abby needs pants. Or should I? No, I'm not going to because Abby needs pants. So I'm not going to. Home decor, that one's coming out. I'm not going to count all this up as I go. I'm just going to take it all out, and then I will count it up at the end. Oh shit is definitely coming out because this is, if there ever was an oh shit moment, this would be it. So, next is going Did you seriously just fart while I'm filming?
Did you shut your video off?
No! Sorry. Tyson is here, and you know, I have now a lot of filming I need to do today, and I would like to make it to the bank if we can at some point today. Maybe not. We've had other stuff come up. Do you mind me saying anything about your mom?
Go ahead.
So we've found out recently that, how much am I supposed to say?
Anything you want.
Okay. So we found out recently, Tyson's mom was just diagnosed with colon cancer. So, he's been at the hospital all week with her. So they've had to do a surgery, before they can start chemotherapy that will just, help her. They put a colostomy bag, I think it's called, to help make that area, keep it clean, I guess, to prevent infection. She had an infection, but thankfully it looks like they've gotten rid of the infection. But now she needs to go on chemo so they can shrink the tumor enough to remove it. So anyway, he's been at the hospital all week. So he's home today. He's home for a few hours before he heads out to the hospital. But anyway, I don't want to go into that too much. I don't remember why I was saying that. Why was I saying that? Oh, I was just saying why he's here. Anyway, okay, so month ahead. Okay, so month ahead was one of the ones that I kind of struggled with, whether or not I was going to take this out. But the thing is like I said, okay, so what I put in here is probably about $60 a month on average. That would be about what it averages out to. The buffer that we achieve in the bank bi-weekly is $34. So 34? Yeah, $34. I think I said 34. So that's $68 a month. So, while I do want to have a month ahead, and I might revisit this in a few weeks, I may completely have a change of heart, but I knew that this was going to happen if I tried to save for an emergency fund or a month ahead. I just cannot have large amounts of money just sitting here with no purpose right now. So that's why it's coming out. So I'm going to pause month ahead for a bit, which is sad because I do like doing this and I do enjoy it, but it's a priority thing right now. We just have to have our priorities straight. And yes, an emergency fund of some sort is a priority. I do intend to not touch the nickel nest egg, which has, I think, $160 or $170 in it. And then also my TFSA, which is $40 that comes out of every one of my paychecks. So we do have that. And then all of this cash is essentially our emergency fund, as you can tell of what I'm doing with it right now. Because we are in a pinch and we need this money for an emergency. So, yeah. Anyway, so I've decided to empty this for now. I may revisit it, but probably not at least until after Disney, I'm thinking. Because I just don't want to have this much money tied up when we have all this other stuff that we have to pay. So, it's going. So how's everybody's week been? My week as well, it's been okay. A lot of worrying about this stuff. I knew that once I counted up my binders last month that I knew just in the pit of my stomach, as soon as I saw the total amount of what was in our binders, I knew that I was going to have a freak out at some point. And I keep trying to talk myself out of having a freak out. And I thought, you know what? Let me have a freak out on camera. And then this way, I'm not going to disappear this time for months at a time. Because you guys can just freak out right along with me. Yeah. So I was also about 60. I think we need $285 is what I need in order to cash stuff comfortably each week. And that includes savings challenges and, no, it doesn't. Sorry. That's just, oh wait, let me double check, make sure that's empty. So that's just our sinking funds. Plus I need savings challenge money for both Wizarding Wednesdays and for, savings challenge day. So one could argue, don't do savings challenges for a while, but that savings challenge money is very important to us as far as, I mean, that's what funds all of this, really. So I still want to keep doing that. So Abby's, I'm not going to touch any of Abby's savings. The simple reason being, I only actually give her $5 each week. The other $5 that she gets is money that she hasn't spent from her own personal allowance. And then money from things of hers that we've sold that she's grown out of or just doesn't use anymore. So I'm not going to touch her money. That's her savings. So I'm just not going to touch it. So I'll leave that. My Disney spending. So here's the thing. This is the one I think I struggled with the most about whether or not I was going to take it out. But I thought, you know what? If I take it out and we don't have to worry about paying, you know, interest on a tax bill or whatever is left over after the tax bill and after that $360, it'll just free up more money anyway for savings. And going forward, I am going to also adjust my savings challenges. And you'll see why in a bit. Tyson's car payment. So we talked about this one. I had to wait to talk to him before I did this just because it involved his car payment. So I wanted to make sure that he was on board with it. And we are going to empty his car payment for the same reason that we're emptying the month ahead binder. So it's just simply because while it's great to try to get ahead on the car, at the same time, we don't want to get ahead on the car at the expense of paying our current bills like debt, taxes. So he will revisit that down the road. Birthdays we're not going to touch. The only birthdays that are in there are my mom's, which is coming up right away, and my birthday, which is already booked. So I can't cancel, nor would I. I'm entitled to have a birthday. So, so this is Disney, but this is money that is not been allocated anywhere. So that's why it's coming out. It will in one form or another, whether it be a Disney payment or whatever, end up back here anyway. Passports, I'm not touching. And that was no point. It's only $10 anyway. So that's birthdays. Next. Oh, you know what? I don't even think I added this one up. Should I do this one? You know what? I'm going to, because it's all for the greater good. It's for the greater good. That's what I'm going to say. Okay. So I'm just going to pull all this out, and I'm sorry if it pains everybody. I will clean these. One of the things that I noticed about my Wizarding Wednesdays is some of the savings challenges that I chose for this are too high. And I'm going to be working on these savings challenges for far longer than I'm willing to allow our money to be tied up. So I'm going to go through this. I'm going to change some of them. Some of them will stay as is, but the rest of them I'm going to change so that I can finish these savings challenges sooner, so that I'm not spending. The idea is these are supposed to be minis, but some of them are over $200. One of them is $300. And at, you know, $6 on average per envelope per week, that would just take me forever to finish them. So I'm going to redo this and start it over. Probably should have done this after my savings challenge video today, because then I would have had a lot more money to stuff. But that's okay. At least I'll have something to start with for next week. So the coin I will just set aside over here. I will have to put this in one of the envelopes we're keeping and swap it out for bills for the bank. Okay, so that was that one. Okay, this one, camping. Christmas, I'm not going to be touching in any of the binders. I can't touch Christmas because otherwise at Christmas time, we're just going to end up charging everything, and I don't want to do that. So we're not going to be doing that. However, camping, I did mention a couple of times in the past that we didn't know if we were going to go camping this year, just because we're going to Disney. So it's like, you know, I'd rather sacrifice our 2 camping trips than you know, just give us a $500 payment toward Disney. We don't know if we're going to go camping yet. We haven't decided, but either way, we'll only go for one camping trip if we do. So what I've decided to do is take $100 out of this and put it in our family fun envelope. And then that will be enough to cover with what's in there, plus whatever I stuff in the coming month and a half. Do we even need 100? No, you know what? I'm not going to do that right now. I'll make that decision down the road. Oh, yeah. So I'm unstuffing this. And then also, I'm not going to continue with this envelope. So this envelope was supposed to have another 2 and a bit stuffings. I have about an hour before I decide whether or not I'm just going to continue with the $45 today into back to school and start there, or if I'm just going to skip the $45 for the next 2 weeks and put that money elsewhere. Because if I put it in here, I'm already ahead of schedule on this. So if I put it in here, it's just going to put me farther ahead of schedule, if that makes sense. So I don't know, but I'll decide later. Anyway, Christmas we're not touching. So that's that. House cup savings. So this one would have finished today anyway. Oh, my binder's ripped. So I'm going to take this one out. And I'm definitely going to be continuing with this one because I do like it. But I have to rethink. I might just make a couple of extra copies of it because I don't like that it ends with so little money after after 6 games. The most that I had going into anywhere was $28 going into sinking funds. So if there was 2 weeks that I was able to do 2 games in one day. So, but if I had to do this over the course of 6 weeks, I don't want to have any savings challenge that's taking me 6 weeks to get $18 on debt. You know what I mean? So I still want to do this one, but I got to figure something out. So I'm not sure what to do about that. But anyway, it's gone for now. And then I'm not going to touch my Salem binder because that's my birthday binder and ghost hunting. So, which isn't really my money. It's mine and my daughter's money. Okay, so the month ahead. Oh, I should have done my savings challenge video first. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so Tyson this week had, because he spent so much time down at the hospital, so he's had to pay for parking and vending machines for drinks. He emptied out his wallet and he had like $35 in coin. So what I did was I took some of the $35 he gave me and I kind of caught this up. So all I had left to put in here was $8, which I would have done today out of my savings challenge money. So this would be finished in a latter video today when I go to do my savings challenge video. So I'm just going to empty it. So it should have $67 if everything was on track. Yeah, it did. 67 on the nose. So, yeah. So my savings challenge video today is going to have a lot of savings challenges gone. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet. It's kind of a fluid situation. So, coin. Oh, I'm going to have so much coin I got to swap out. Okay, so budget with Ira. So this one I messed up on, which I told you guys last week. So I don't know what I've done. I'm missing 2 cards. I don't know what they are. I tried doing process of elimination, but that didn't make sense to me because they totaled $8, but I had 17 in there. Anyway, so I need to restart that one anyway. So I'm just going to empty it. So there was $27 in there. Disney. So this one I'm emptying, only because it's Disney money that we don't have allocated to anywhere just yet. We haven't actually started Abby's Disney savings in, the savings challenge binder. So, we're just gonna go ahead and take that out and start it fresh. Christmas we're not touching. Monopoly. So Saveopoly. This one I'm taking out. Now, I still want to continue with Saveopoly, but I think I'm going to just kind of give myself a rule that every single time one of these two envelopes reaches $50, I'm just going to empty it. Only because I don't, for the same reason that I wanted to empty the month ahead. I just don't want to have that much money just sitting here not doing anything, because then what's the point, right? 20, 40, 60. So that had like almost $100. I think it was 90 something dollars. Anyway, I should have counted it, but I tossed the coin in there already. So this one, yeah. So I'm going to continue with it, but as it stands right now, the binders are it's empty. Shut the box. So shut the box, I would have finished today. My plan today for today's savings challenge video anyway was to start off with the month ahead and then go straight into shut the box and finish that and then allocate it all to my 100 envelope. So I'm just going to skip all that step and just take it out, and including the 100 envelope, that's also getting empty today. And then we'll be just doing a fresh start. So, but not with shut the box. I'm going to take a break from shut the box, I think, for a little bit. One of the problems I think I have is I have too many savings challenges that are very large amounts of money, and it's just tying up my money for longer than I'm comfortable with. So, yeah, so I think I may have to just do a complete rethink on how I'm doing my savings challenges going forward. I may not roll. I may, you know, cut down to maybe 4 or 5 savings challenges at a time, all smaller amounts that I can complete quickly, or amounts that I, or instead of rolling, just go page by page. And this way everything's getting a little something. Yeah. So anyway, adventure binder, that one's getting emptied as well, because that's another one that has been sitting there. I've been working on that for 4 months now, and I've achieved $50. So, because I just never land on it. And my birthday, I'm not touching. Month ahead. Not month ahead. 100 envelopes. So this one, I know, I'm sorry, I'm emptying. Only because the next step would have been to fill this today and then empty it tomorrow anyway. So I'm just going to empty it and restart this one. All right. So that's that one. There wasn't a whole lot in this one anyway. I think there was $200 and some in here. All right, and I think that this is everything. And now I have the fun of counting it all up. It is kind of cool to see that much money. Dear, you want to come take a look at this stack of cash I have going on over here? I'll have to move it over and take a screenshot. Do you see all this cash?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Ladybugs. They're not even ladybugs. They're Asian beetles, and one bit me on the arse the other day. That was not fun. Okay. Oh, gross. Okay, so that's all of that one done. Grab Iris cards here. I have to find the missing cards for this, and then I think I'm going to restart this one. Oops, wrong envelope. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So, double check. That should be the only one I think left with money in it. Oh my God. And my birthday has money still. All right. So, let me move this over into shot, because I'm going to finally get a screenshot of money, because I never have a good screenshot of money. There. Is that a good screenshot? There we go. There's money. Okay. Now, time to count it. So where am I going to put this? Because I need a bill. I don't want, where did I leave money? Nowhere. I took it all. not there. Can't do sinking funds. That's empty. This is empty. I can't put it there. I don't want to put it there. Can't put it there. I need to put it somewhere, otherwise I got to go to the bank. Can't put it there. Not there. What do I have here? 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, fine. 2, 4, 6. Oh, there's toonie. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so 20. All right, so I'm gonna, oh gosh. Okay, let me just close this, but I'm gonna put it somewhere. I can't stand it up. See, money already fell out. And then I have these, so I'm just gonna toss those in the jar. So let me double check that this is 50, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we'll pop that in there. All right. Okay, new screenshot. There's more money. Okay. Let's get busy. Now I gotta count it all. So, because I know me, and I know how scatterbrained I am, and I know that while I'm doing this, I will completely lose track or mess up on the calculator or some silly thing like that. So I'm going to write it down as I go. All right. Okay, so. Oh. Okay. See what I mean?
Get her out of here.
I just went flying across the room. Okay, so I'm going to start with the hundreds. And I will add it on the calculator as I go, but I'll write it down as well. I'll mix these up here. Okay, so there is... Where can I put this money so it's not in my way? Okay. It's weird having the money on that side. I don't know how people count with their money on that side. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3 100s. So I'm just going to put $300. Plus 51, 52, 50. So 50s is 250 plus 250. And then the big one. Can you hear Miss Kitty snoring in the background? Or it's a lot of 20s. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. Plus 300. 20 is 300. 20, 40, 60, 81. Oh, 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82. 20, 40, 60, 80. 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87. So that is $1,000 in 20s. So I will just change that to 1,000 and go plus 700. Oh, see, I did it already. I've already messed up with the calculator, so we'll just ignore that. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60. So $1,460 in 20s. Okay, 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then 5s. Oh, this should be fun. Let me just do half of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So that is $200. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is another 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Oh, I didn't think there was going to be another 100 there. I'm just going to cross these out so I'm not adding them later. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So a total of $460 in, look at the mess I've made. Okay, so now let's add this all up. So 300 plus 250 plus 1460 plus 70 plus 460. Ready? So here's my total. That doesn't seem right. $300 plus 250 plus 1460 plus 70 plus 460. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to recount all of this, but I will skip ahead. Plus 460. Oh my God. Here our total. Our total, after double counting everything, is $2,540. Now, I know that I made a couple of last minute decisions here, but that is way more than what I got when I first tallied it up for me and Tyson earlier by like $700. So I missed something somewhere. But anyway, so that is our total, which is insane when you think that I did not touch Abby's savings. Abby's savings, she has $515 in there, and I didn't touch the sinking funds or my Salem binder. So yeah, when I added it up the other day, I knew I had 4,000, just over 4,000. So I mean, I guess that works out right, but that just seems shocking to me. So let me write that down before I forget. So 2,540. So now, if we take 2,540 minus $1,587, so that is the $1,200 tax bill, the $160 that needs to go back into our joint account to make sure that our bills and everything are covered, and then the extra $160, it's not extra, I don't know that it's extra, I just suspect it is, that I'm going to pay on the 0% card, leaves us with $953.
Wow.
So had I just continued with our cash stuffing today, as per usual, and then did this at the end of my cash stuffing today, I would have filled the 100 envelope today anyway. So that's why I felt confident in counting that up and cashing it out, because I knew that regardless, that money would go down on our Disney payment. So that's where this is going to go. The $953 is just going to go on Disney. And that is going to help me breathe a little bit better at night because, you know, every little bit we pay off makes me feel better inside. But yeah, and it just means the sooner that we pay this off, then all of our money will be divided up amongst our regular monthly sinking funds and then Disney and debt. And without all the little hogwash stuff I've been doing in between. It's not hogwash, but I mean, it helped me fund this today. But I think going forward, I am going to have a sit down at my savings challenge binder today, and I may rethink how I go about doing my savings challenge binder, at least in the immediate future. I need to have smaller savings challenges. I need to have something that I can safely cash out at the end of every month or even every 6 weeks and feel comfortable with that without feeling like I'm robbing savings challenge money. And some of those savings challenges, like the Mickey Mouse savings, that one's $368, I believe. That one, I'm not even going to finish that in time to go to Disney. So I don't know why I even thought to start it. But like that one, it's pointless to do it because I wouldn't finish it in time anyway. So I need to figure out a smaller savings challenge for that one. Our spending savings challenge and Abby's savings challenge are going to stay exactly as they are in there. The monthly will remain in there because that's what I like about the monthly, because it comes out every month and goes into the 100 envelope. So it's at least guaranteed between $65 and $100 every single month. That's going to go into the 100 envelope that I don't need to worry about funding for sinking funds. And then that money goes to Disney anyway. Yeah. So, but like the IRA envelope, Shut the Box, Saveopoly, like those ones that aren't exactly earmarked for anything, I may just remove those for the foreseeable future and either replace them with more debt and Disney oriented savings challenges on a much smaller scale. So something that's like maybe $60, $70 instead of a few $100s before I can empty it. Saveopoly I'm going to leave in there, I'm pretty sure, because I'm just going to make up my mind that I'm going to withdraw that every $50 and that's it. But yeah, anyway, so this puts us on track. It puts us right back kind of where we started this morning, well, yesterday before our tax bill. But at least now we can just go ahead and pay those taxes and it doesn't affect anything in our monthly bills binder, like in our, not binder, in our bank account, as far as staying ahead and keeping ahead and staying on track for paying off debt the way that we want to pay off debt, paying our current bills and Disney, and being able to kind of stay on track with all of that. And this is going to help do that. So anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow in a whole new video. Bye, everybody.